Now our second method states the calculation of same regression equations only. We will find out x on y and y on x, but here we will not make use of any equations. We will make use of regression coefficients, and in majority of the questions you will be applying this method only because this is comparatively easier. So to calculate the regression equations, so first equation will be x on y. To calculate x on y, you will apply this formula. X minus x mean is equals to bxy, y minus y mean. Now this bxy is the regression coefficient. Same if you have to calculate the equation y on x, it will be y on the left hand side, y minus y mean is equals to byx, x minus x mean. So you all know how we can calculate x mean and y mean in the individual series. X and y will be written like this only. As you have seen in case of equations method also, x and y were as it is. So how to calculate this bxy and byx? This bxy and byx are two regression coefficients which are very crucial in the calculation of these regression equations. So for this calculation bxy and byx, first deviations can be taken from actual mean, or deviations can be taken from assumed mean. Even without taking deviations also you can calculate such questions. But if you know you have to take the deviations from actual mean, you can make use of this formula, sigma xy. Xy, here we are putting small x and small y. Small x and small y denotes deviations are taken from actual mean, as you all know till now. So according to this method, we will make use of this formula, sigma xy divided by sigma x square. So small x will be used. So here we will put not x square but y square. So in this case we will calculate byx. So here the formula will be sigma xy divided by sigma x square. Right? So when deviations will be taken from actual mean, we will make use of this formula. Now we all know here small x stands for capital X minus x mean and small y stands for y minus y mean. So this method you can apply when you know that the mean is not in fractions, and in that case you can take deviations from mean. Now the second case can be when the deviations are to be taken from assumed mean. So when we will take the deviations from assumed mean, when we will see that our actual mean is in fractions, in those questions we can make use of assumed mean method. So here the formula for calculating bxy will be n sigma dx dy minus sigma x into sigma dy. The numerator is the same as we have seen in case of correlation, but there will be change in the denominator. So it will be n into sigma dy square minus sigma dy whole square. So you can see in the denominator n into sigma dy square minus sigma dy whole square. So if we have to come to y on x, so here we will calculate byx. The numerator is going to be same like this. Here it will be n into sigma dx square minus sigma dx whole square. And you all know what is the value of dx. Dx is when deviations are taken from assumed mean, x minus a, and dy will be when deviations will be taken from assumed mean for y series. Right? So deviations are taken from actual mean and assumed mean, you can apply this formula. Now there is another method also to calculate this bxy, but you should remember one thing, that ultimately we have to solve these equations. By any formula you calculate bxy, there is no problem, you will be getting the same answer, but ultimately these are the two answers that we will have to give. Now if you see the deviations are taken from actual mean, apply this formula. If you see deviations are taken from assumed mean, apply the second formula. Now there can be a third possibility also. In some questions you may be given the correlation or standard deviations. Then we have another formula. So in this case bxy, so this formula we can apply. If in any question correlation and standard deviations are given, only then you can apply this method. And likewise in bxy it will be r standard deviation of y upon standard deviation of x. Once you calculate these values, then you can put up these values into these equations. Now let us first see the question of actual mean, how that applies. Now see, this is a very simple practical question. So I can see it is an individual series. First of all, let me see whether I should take deviations from actual mean or assumed mean. So for that, we will calculate what is the value of sigma x and sigma y, so that we can see what are the values of actual means. So sigma x here comes out to be 15. Sigma y here comes out to be 20. So if we calculate the mean, x mean, it will be 15 by 5, that is 3. So it is not in fractions, it is a complete figure 3. Same if we take for y mean 20 by 5, it will be 4. So our actual means are coming out to be 3 and 4. So it is very easy to take. So we will calculate small x, that is x minus x mean. So x is this, mean is 3. So when we will take deviations from 3, it will be this. So sigma x, small x comes out to be 0. So we can take x square as well, because we will require it in our formula. So sigma x square comes out to be 10. Now we will start with y. Small y is equals to y minus y mean. Y mean comes out to be 4. So it will be minus 2, minus 1, 1, 0 and 2. So again sigma y will be 0. So we can take y square, 4, 1, 1, 0, 4. Sigma y square also comes out to be 10. One more thing we may require is small xy. So we will multiply these two, x and y. It will be 4. Then it will be 1, 0, 0, 4. Sigma x, y comes out to be 9. So now we have calculated all the values. Now we will start with our regression equations and regression coefficients. So to calculate regression coefficients, we will require all this information also. So first of all, if we have to go ahead with x on y and y on x. So just we will make two parts, x on y and y on x. For calculating x on y equation, we will require bxy, and the formula for this we have written this, sigma xy divided by sigma x square. And for byx, we have written the formula like this. Sorry, it was y on this side and x was there on this side. So these were the formulas that we have written. We have all the values. Now let's put this value. This was 9 and sigma y square was 10. So our first regression coefficient comes out to be 0.9. Here also it was same 9 and sigma x square was also 10. So it is 0.9. So we have now calculated our two regression coefficients. So after calculating these regression coefficients, we have to go ahead with this equation. X on y equation, if you remember, the formula was x minus x mean is equals to bxy, y minus y mean. Now we will put up the values over here. So x will be at its own place. We will write x. X mean was 3. So x minus 3. bxy has come out to be 0.9 and y will be at its own place. Y mean has come out to be 4. So how much we can solve it, we will solve, but just keep one thing in mind, that in x on y equation, x will be on the left hand side, all other things will go on the right hand side. So this will become 9.9y and 0.9 into 4, it will be minus 3.6, and this 3 will also come on this side. So our first answer comes out to be x is equals to 0.9y minus 0.6. This is our first answer of x on y equation. For calculating the second equation y on x, we will move ahead with the same method. Y minus y mean is equals to byx, x minus x mean. Just put up the values over here. Y minus y mean was 4. Byx has come out to be 0.9. X minus x mean was 3. So when y on x equation has to be calculated, y should be on the left hand side. Rest everything should go on the right hand side. So it will be 0.9x minus 2.7 plus 4. So from here we will get our second answer, that is y is equals to 0.9x 9x plus 1.3. So this will become our second answer of second y on x equation. So you can see this is our first answer and this is our second answer. If you have to go ahead with the assumed mean formula, everything is going to be same, just this calculation is going to change. Now we have applied these two formulas, but in that case we will apply the dx dy formulas.